Welcome to Chalk and Cheese Podcast. One DJ, podcast, one comedian, two other guys. Chalk and Cheese. Come on. Did you see the recent interview with Mike Tyson?
No.
Yeah, you never see it with Piers Morgan?
No.
Brother.
I couldn't watch the whole... You never watch it, Chris?
No.
You're a boxing fan.
All right, we're gonna get it. We're gonna try and get it up here.
For his first British television interview since announcing his comeback. Very good morning to you.
Good morning, champ. How are you?
Morning. What's happening, guys?
Well, it's great to see you. Thanks for staying up so
Can you
late,
hear
Mike.
me?
Yes, we can hear you. Can you hear us okay?
Thank you. Yes, very loudly.
Now, Mike, there's a
I'll
lot
tone
of
my voice down then.
a lot of excitement around the world that you're coming out of retirement. You're going to fight Roy Jones Jr., another great boxing champion. I suppose the first obvious question, why do you want to do this?
I just want to do this. I plan on doing this for a charity exponent, and I think I'm capable of doing that, and that's what I want to do.
Piers Morgan and the woman, Susanna Reid or whatever her name is, talking to him, telling him, oh, how's the preparation, your age being 50 odd and you and
Tyson like this.
Yeah, Tyson like this.
Yeah, I'm fucking fighting. I'm happy to, my age, and you know what I'm saying.
But he's no. He must have
Fuck
it was
knows what
worse
to
than that.
Yeah.
His head was.
Yeah, but when he was talking, it was
But then
it was illegible. We
he
couldn't
did
understand
that
him.
And then come back up. Yeah, I was.
No.
As good as my witness.
That's why you don't want to see a hero.
Man look like.
That's what I'm trying to say about our hero.
It's like like a puppet and you cut the string.
Yeah.
Man,
He lost everything. He was fucked.
The birds, you know.
He was fucked. Yeah, you can imagine cutting brains.
But he
Yeah, but
smokes a hell of a lot of weed.
Yeah, but
That's not weed, bro.
Can I just say, Six, do you think he was tired or do you think it was drugs?
I think he was fucked. And you know what makes it worse? If
No,
this,
but from
let
what?
me explain. So if this was Tyson 10 years ago, it would be okay. It would not okay, but it would be understandable. But modern day Tyson, if you check out his podcast, The Hot Boxing, and just the way he's profiling, he's got a lot of business. He's doing a lot of good things. He's changed his whole life around. He does motivational speaking. He's changed. So this is not the Tyson you're supposed to see, bro. Like, so right now he's what's it called? Digressing. Like, he's going backwards. I think he's back on the drugs because I think he's based on that. Obviously, I can't judge his whole life, but based on that, I think he's back on drugs.
I think he's tired.
No, I reckon he was on drugs and then he had to do that and he was so tired.
I think he's
It's
tired.
boring at them studios
he's
now.
tired.
Remember, we see that
Bro.
clipping.
Bro, he's
It's
been
boring,
he's
it's
been
tiring.
he's been
But what
fucking
type of
famous.
drugs?
He's been famous in the public eye for so many years. He's not, so he won't be doing that, bro.
Hold on, you say he's on drugs, but what type of drugs? Because if he's on cocaine and that, he's gonna be high. He's
No,
gonna be
no,
happy.
bro, he's-
sleeping.
No, he's on. He's
tired.
what,
Weed make you sleep.
no, but listen, with this, you see, remember we spoke about this the other day. When we spoke about rich man, there's a level of rich man things that we don't have, bro. So you know about, basically you're saying cocaine or weed. Them man, they're taking. He's on his podcast. He was talking about this thing where they get a toad and they prick the back of the toad and they smoke it, and it's the maddest high in his whole life. A toad in the middle of some country in South America. They go into the middle of the jungle
Have you heard
and
about
get this poisonous toad and prick
You
it
never let the toad?
and put that
I
in
thought
his
you tried
in a
everything.
spliff.
Brother. No,
Put that-
listen.
That's not weed.
No, but
That's
this
a
thing.
toad.
No, but this thing.
But that goes to show the
You
level
understand?
of the drugs that
That's
they
a
take.
toad. That's like a man saying, yeah, horse shit. If you fucking
No, but
if you keep it in the fridge for like three years, it's an ash.
Say ashton. I say, man, rock it and burn it.
That's where Chris got his cue from. Yeah. But
Yeah, exactly like that.
I wasn't saying that.
that's not why I took it out.
That wasn't.
So how's a man that's gonna take a piece of cake and just
What? Yeah, man, if you want, tell me
you're
when I'm
craving it though?
No.
You're hungry, innit?
But there's a so basically there's a toad in the middle of some rainforest here, and it excretes like some form of toxin or something, and it's meant to let you open up your third eye, so you get to see
Chakra.
but colors that you've never seen
Mushroom.
before.
That sounds like a mushroom.
No. He said it's like he said you kind of get to see. It's like your soul. You get to see your soul, brother. No, but you know what?
It's fun.
But he said, but what's his name taking it as well?
the level of high.
No, but what's his name taking it? Joe Rogan.
Joe Rogan.
So
took
Joe
it.
Rogan talks about it, but he said that it's like the type of high. It's not just high to get like, oh my god, I feel space. It's like it's like an
It's an
enlightenment.
out-of-body
It's like
I
an
can see inside.
Yeah, but
I
it's-
can see
it's-
me inside.
It's like
thinking,
no, but it's like you start to understand things you never understood before. Like,
great writing.
But
I
you-
need one.
but
That's what I'm thinking about. Okay,
I'm
No,
the
that's
best comedian ever.
but that's what I'm saying.
I'm interested in.
But no, but this is, and he said basically, but you wouldn't want to take it. Basically, it's like it's a drug that kills your ego.
Yeah, that's not a drug for Dizzle.
That's true.
That was killing. That was killing.
You can take that.
I wasn't
But
expecting
he said, so he.
that. I wasn't expecting that.
No, good one. My mouth was open.
Yeah. Man was waiting. Where we get it from? No, but it's meant to be like the most enlightening drug that you can take because it opens up. So like you got like your pineal gland.
Put it there. Put
Where
the
like your
cake up
third
there.
eye. You know, sometimes you get an intuition. I mean, don't like that word there. Come and spirit, I'll take him.
That's it. You smoke
But
that and your spirit.
But this is, but it's like,
Actually,
Your spirit tell you. If you say blood, I'll tell you what he did last week Tuesday.
yeah.
Yeah.
But it's like a out of body experience where you realize your insignificance or significance to the
Yeah.
universe. Like you see, and you start to see things that like particles in the air you can't see, but they're there, innit?
Yeah.
You start to see things like behind. So it's like he said that he got so scared when he took it one time because it's like you could see like ghosts or like wearing like
It's
a.
like that film Limitless. Have you seen that?
Yeah,
When
but
he
this-
takes
yeah,
the drug and he can see
but-
everything.
Yeah,
now.
but
No, but
this
this is
like deep. This is like seeing like I don't know if it's like spirits, but he said he could see things. He couldn't. He can't even explain to you,
Yeah, you can't
what
explain
it
it,
is.
yeah.
But I can see it and I understand that there's people around us.
And it's
There's-
changing forever.
Yeah.
Once
He said
you smoked
there's things around us now, but you can't see them, but they're here. But watch this now.
Yeah.
But do you, on a real note, I know
Some
sorry, this is
alien
one of the,
drug.
this ain't one of the topics, but do you feel like there's other things that we can't see that's around us?
Obviously.
100.
But this is what I mean. So, but he's saying that this allowed him to see like it's a window.
You can
into-
tap in. You know what it is basically. You know.
It's scary.
You know what it is? Hold on, listen. You know what they say. You know what they say. Yeah, listen. You know the amount of percentage of our brain.
Let's go on the dark web and get it.
Bro, you lot couldn't afford it. You lot couldn't afford it.
Me and Dizzle
I
being
tell you, lot, you lot
cool
couldn't
like-
afford it. Not because you're not. I'm not saying you're broke, but it's
Friday.
like it's a rich man's thing. Like you got to send someone into the middle of the rainforest.
Runs.
It's a big money thing. But anyway, like like we only use a small percentage of our brain. That unlocks parts that you don't know. So you're now you're now meeting parts of your brain.
What rainforest? Can we let's go to that trip?
Yeah.
You
Fuck off. He didn't even want to catch a train. That's a Brixton. He
What
didn't want to go rainforest.
rainforest? Can you see this walking through a rainforest? Smoking any toad.
In my youth.
Yeah. Trust me, it's
I just toured this one.
he said, pick up beer. But yeah, so anyway, let's try and bring it back. So Tyson now they're worried. There's calls saying that like he shouldn't fight and he's not well or like so now there's calls for concern about should the fight be cancelled.
I'd be concerned.
So I know you guys haven't seen it, but what do you think? Based on what we're saying, what do you think?
I think, but
He's tired.
Tyson's annoying now because he always does this. Every time he starts off well, but his brain is one of those that he just can't stay on a straight line. He's scatterbrained. So he always fucks up right near the end. You know what I mean? I don't think he's ready for
And
the
that's
fight.
like a next hero that let me down, but I hope he's all right now. DMX.
Oh, yeah.
To see him fail and crumble like that, it was horrible, man.
Hey,
It's
DMX is
horrible.
mad, I was listening to his first album. You know the man said, if you got a daughter over 16, I'm a raper.
Yes, well, we loved him.
I was like, what? A man was talking about tying her down and I'm gonna beat her even more and make you watch.
You know, Ceesix has got daughters. You can't say that
Brother,
about
I don't
Ceesix.
know, but at the time, it sounded good.
I didn't even.
You know,
I
man.
don't
No,
know how they never
We
cancelled.
loved him. Don't like it's gonna get you.
Yeah.
No, but you're
Not the raping thing.
another rape, bro. You can't say, bro.
No,
relax yourself, man.
No, I'm not. I'm not.
Brace yourself,
I'm
fool.
not condoning.
But you're an idiot.
No, don't make Dizzle look bad.
Fam,
I know
Me
what
don't
he's-
make him
I
look
know
bad.
what he's trying to
He
say.
celebrated it.
I know what
Thank
he's trying to
you.
say. I know what he's at the time.
Whatever,
he just
when he
went
went-
with it because it was normal.
I
to
love
listen
that,
to
This is why I know he's real, because when the Beres thing, he was rubbing you out quick time.
So you
I
and
know,
now,
that's
and now he's
But you're-
sticking
but
to
you're
you.
real-
I always
Remember
back
that.
you,
Remember
blood.
that.
I notice I always back Dizzle. Dizzle never backs me, you know.
That is
Dizzle
you.
wants me
That's
to
you.
look like an idiot all the
You're
time.
supposed to back Chris. 'Cause
Yeah,
Chris is
man.
your- Chris is
I
your.
always back Chris.
Chris
Like a
is your
force.
Never.
Back him. Why for the backings? All right. So what are you saying? Should Tyson go for it? Or should we?
Off of what I saw,
We call it the DMX. X gonna get it to you. Whether you like it or you're not.
I don't think he should fight from what I saw.
From what I same thing.
From
Same
what
thing.
I saw, no
And
way.
it's sad. It's sad because, as I said, I've been watching.
But it's just one day. It's just maybe it's just that day.
No, but
He's never meant to look like that.
no, Chris. It looked like
He's never meant to look like
he
that.
looked like he couldn't take a
need to
thump.
watch
It looked like he couldn't take a thump in
Bro,
his face.
he was like,
It looked like he couldn't take a
it's
thump
only
in
a
his
minute.
face.
It's only a minute long. You
No,
don't
no,
watch
but
it.
we'll play it
Put it up on the
afterwards.
podcast,
But it'll
man.
be up on the pod. It'll be up on the
Guy
pod.
It looked bad.
Put it on the post.
All right. So what?
I love
Netflix
Tyson,
now.
bro.
Since it's based, you know, I wasn't even going to talk about this, but based on that little outburst that Dizzle just had here, Netflix have been indicted. They've been indicted on child porn charges
Shut up.
Yeah.
for that cuties.
Fuck off.
Remember that video I sent you guys? Is it
Oh,
that?
I never saw it. I never saw it.
No, not like that.
Oh God! Oh Lord! That's transport.
It was a video.
And then you open it, you get caught as well. You know? That's what they did to that police officer.
This is why I take off. You know that thing with that it saves directly to your phone. That's off.
But I didn't mean it. Chris didn't mean it.
Thank you, Dizzle. Thank you.
Back in the
Thank
like,
you,
because
Dizzle.
in the group when he put it for you not to see the cuss.
Yeah, I pull it through so you lot can cuss. Like, look at this shit.
I deleted that straight away.
To my phone.
I
but
said-
I sent it, but it's on Netflix. It's on Netflix, so I
Oh, is
can't.
that the group that you lot are in? I'm not in. Yeah. Okay. Oh, that's that group that I'm not in. That group.
I
Okay,
can't,
I get it.
get done because it's on Netflix.
I never
So that's
saw
why
that
when I
in
sent
the
it to
sense
you,
of
I
me.
said,
In the
this is
sense
fucking...
of-
What is it? Where's the
I said I can't get done.
I can't get done.
I can't get done, Your Honor.
It's on Netflix.
That's on Netflix.
Well, Netflix are getting done.
Good.
Netflix are getting done.
That
Now,
is so
I never
fucked
seen.
up.
To be honest, I didn't see it. Yeah.
I've seen it.
But what I've
100%.
heard about it, what I have heard is that when they came to the show with the pilot, it was about these young kid dancers, and when Netflix signed it, they sexed it up. You get what I'm saying? Like this, we need. Okay, this is cool, but we need to just, we need to make it more sexy. But these kids, these are little kids.
They're like about 9, innit?
9.
Pom pom shorts,
Shut
wine,
up.
on the
What?
stage,
Twerking
winding up their back. Man.
Like it
Why
is
am
a
I
proper.
doing
It's,
that? Why am I
Oh,
doing
he
that?
was in it. He was in it. He was in it. He was in
No,
it.
I didn't watch
I
it.
can't defend that. I cannot defend that. You've done the
No,
dance.
no, I'm
You've done the
saying
dance.
when I saw it, I saw them on stage.
You've done the dance.
I saw them on stage doing this mad wine with their batty, and I said, "Nah."
Oh,
I stopped it. I didn't watch
You
all of
paused
it.
it as well.
No,
Oh, for fuck's sake.
yeah. I
Um,
stopped it and I sent it to you lot.
later on in the news,
further on in the
Man
news.
just said he paused it and then sent it to us. This is what he just
said
said.
to you lot.
He never said it to
Yeah,
us.
I'm not in that group. I'm not in that group.
You lot,
Is that your
I
group?
don't know. I'm the first I'm hearing about that.
you lot,
I
are
never know this.
so
What's
dumb.
Netflix?
No, listen. To be real, Chris he was outraged by it, and he said, "Look, guys, look at this fuckery that Netflix
So
doing."
you saw it.
No, that's what he told me that he said. That's what he told me. That's what he no. Chris told me. Chris told me. Hold on. Chris told me that he sent it to the group that you lot are in, and why he sent it. But big and serious. They like Netflix.
I never knew this.
It's big things because child porn. Like
That's mad.
obviously there was no real sex or nothing, but because they're children,
Good.
it goes into that category.
Yeah.
Does that make sense? Like
Yeah, cool.
because
They
you put
sexualize them.
sexualize them. If you and I think that they should. I think that they should feel the full force of the law for
Thank
that
God.
because they're trying to appeal to the nasty market, and that's out there. That's literally there's definitely out there.
I was watching that.
But you know what's funny? When I saw, what did I see? They were talking about it. I didn't see the film. But
He just catch himself.
No.
When I saw the titty, I mean,
You see how Chris is laughing now? He went laughing 2 minutes ago.
He wasn't. He was looking for a loophole to get.
Like Dave Chappelle said, blood, the joke's never funny when it's on you, fam. It's never funny.
Yeah.
But when they were talking about it, and they said that if you actually watch the film, it's not as the little clips that they're showing. They're saying it's actually quite an inspirational film.
No.
That's I haven't seen the
Oh,
film.
let him finish, let him finish, go
But
on.
this is what they were saying. They were saying
Who's they?
He was talking about
The people on them.
That's
Or
like
something
that's
that
like on Pornhub. If you forget the sex part, you'd actually see the man fixing the sink.
No, you would see the actual role, the storyline.
I say, if you watch it to the end,
Yeah.
he actually does
He actually
leave
knows
and
the
fix the
character.
sink. He does. He actually does deliver the parcel. He does. And he's off again.
Yeah.
He fixes the pool.
But yeah, so whatever it was, they were discussing it. It might have been some this morning or whatever it was, but they said that the actual film is meant to be inspirational. And
That's pedophiles. That's what they were saying.
No, hold on. Let him
Yeah, but it's
finish.
true, but
Let him finish.
I
Go
agree
on. Finish.
But I agree with Dizzle. I think it's like, you know, like when they hide things inside things
Yeah.
and make it look
In
like,
plain
oh no,
sight.
what are you talking about?
Yes. In plain sight.
Inspirational.
Yes.
How can you sex it up and then it be
Because
they spot like whatever the message was, you spot it with that.
you know that when me and Dizzle was growing up here, you know kind of fuckeries that they were doing in children's programs.
I know that. I know you lot. I know you. I know when you lot was growing up.
Scooby Snacks is fucking weed. Shaggy is a junkie. My man's like a proper junkie.
Did you ever write to Jim or Fix It? Like a big serious? Did you? Because that was
He
your
looks like a
age.
Jim or
100%. He did.
It's can I have?
Wow. Wow, did you do that?
It's gone.
Did you do that?
It's gone.
Did you do that?
It's gone.
Mike?
It's gone. Don't do it again.
Don't do
It
that
won't go
again.
twice. Fuck off,
Please
man.
get me a new bike, pleases.
But that's the era that we grew up in. It
So
was
did you
normal.
write to him?
I said, can I get a new
Did you
bike?
write to him? Listen,
No, I've never done none of that.
That never
shit,
sound
bro.
convincing. You
Fuck
did.
off, bro.
You did.
Fuck off. He's
He's-
the materialistic one. I had everything. He's the one that please can I have a
He did write to him. Can I have a chopper?
Para trousers and a Gabici top. You did.
You definitely wrote to him.
Right.
You've
You
admitted it
asked
You
before.
wrote to him and said, I'm leaking behind. Can you please fix it?
This guy, you know. All right, listen. Let's move on.
Jim will fix it.
You got laugh. The man is a rapist. The man
Let's move on.
Yeah, you can't.
All right.
It's
Let's
not
move on.
funny.
Let's move on.